Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to bring a message for the chosen. If you find that this resonates with you in any way, please be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let us know how it resonates with your circumstance. Also, if you want to order any of my services, tarot lessons, tarot sessions, I do 30-minute or 1 hour sessions over the phone. You can also order that, my tarot cards, my t-shirts, hair body oils, my book, miniature altars, whatever you want to order. Check the description box for below for my email. I do not have a website yet, okay? For those of you who are wondering, you have to email me to inquire about my services, and I will give you a list of prices and how you can go about proceeding forward, okay? So let's jump right in. First of all, I got to tell you all about a dream I had last night. It was very brief, but it was actually a few parts, but the one part that stands out is the part that I'm going to tell you about. So I received a phone call, and what's interesting is that I could see the person's face who I was on the phone with, but I wasn't in the same room with this person. So it was kind of weird how that kind of played out. It was a melanated woman, and she called me, and she had a very thick accent, and she was speaking curses towards me over the phone. And she was chanting. She started off humming, and then she started chanting, and then she started speaking like curses. And I could see her face, even though I was on the phone with her, I could see her face, the anger and the venom that was coming from her. And I just told her, I started speaking to her like, I don't receive that. I return that to you 1,000-fold in spirit and in flesh and sleep and awake and state across all timelines, realms, and dimensions, known and unknown. I hung up the phone on this heifer, and I woke up. And I'm like, who the hell was this plucked chicken, right? Now, as you all know, anytime you end up rising up and you step into your calling, first of all, when you have a calling of being a generational curse breaker, when you start doing spiritual work, when you start empowering yourself and start also calling out people, calling out systems, calling out falsehood and illusions, it hits people. You know how they say, when you throw a rock, the dog that barks, the one that barks is the one that got hit, right? So when you speak certain things out there, you ain't even throwing rocks at nobody in particular, but the one that barks is the one who's offended, right? So apparently this chicken head, this female dog started barking, right? Trying to send negative energy my way. So I strongly feel that it's a direct sign to, first of all, keep your protection up. That's first and foremost. You're always covered and protected, but your spiritual team will also reveal things to you so that you know to be more aware and to really stay on top of your game, right? You don't want to slack. So let's just jump in. I want to see what's going on. This could be a strong indicator that the chosen are under spiritual attack. There's pushback. We are in year 9. So this is the completion of a lot of cycles for the karmics, right? And so people are disappointed. Mind you, this is someone in my dreams who I don't know personally, right? Her face was not a familiar face at all. So these could be people that you don't even know, but they know of you, especially if you're in the spotlight in any way. So for those of you who are doing spiritual work or where you're calling things out, where you are exposing people, exposing situations, this could be a direct message for you all specifically, okay? Not saying that for those of you who are not doing some form of communication in the public eye, you could just be posting things on your social media and it's offending people. You see what I'm saying? But I strongly feel like on a broader scale, this is for those of you who are speaking openly, bringing forth uncomfortable truths. So this says, I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. Somebody is feeling some type of way. They think you need to apologize to them, okay? So they're not over it. This is where the vengeance and the venom is coming from, okay? This person feels like you have offended them. So you know how, even if, like I said, you may not know this person or these people that want to come for you. You know how sometimes people say things, especially in Hollywood. It's kind of interesting how this happens. Those who are in the entertainment industry in general. It doesn't have to be Hollywood. It could be sports, whatever. They could say something out loud that's true, right? They can call somebody out on their crap. And The moment that somebody else comes forward, here comes this dog that got hit with the rock, right? They wasn't aiming at nobody in particular. They was just speaking in general. And the moment that dog gets hit with the rock, they come barking, right? I still haven't changed the alarm on my smoke detector, y'all. That's just me procrastinating. I apologize if it annoys you. Learn, just ignore it. Let's stay focused. You know how they come out and they speak openly about things that people, what people are doing and the corruption of the systems and things like that. And as soon as somebody comes forward and says, I was offended, what happens? They backtrack and apologize, right? They don't know these people that they offended, but for whatever reason, they feel like they have to apologize. Well, guess what? For those of you minions in the back that have a problem with anything that I have ever said from the moment that I created this channel up until now, if it offended you, I do not apologize. As a matter of fact, I'm glad that it offended you because that means that there's something there that needs to be addressed. If I can trigger you, then there's something that you need to address directly. And maybe it's saying that it's something that I said that you really need to heal, that you really need to address and work on. Okay? Let's move forward. I would never be the one to apologize. So the card that came out is dishonesty. I will withhold information from you for my benefit. I feel like this is really kind of following up with what I just said. They want you to just express things to make them feel good. They want you to belly rub. Okay? If you're out here speaking truths and calling things out and completely removing illusions and clearing out them smoke screens, we taking off the rose-colored glasses. Folks want you to speak dishonesty. They want you to tell sweet lies. Okay? That's what they want. They want you to tell sweet lies because it's music to their ears. But they want you to do it for their benefit. So rather than doing what's right, rather than coming from a space of honesty and integrity and speaking truths, they want you to speak things that benefit them, their corruption, their dishonesty, their wicked ways. That's what they want you to do. So they feel like you owe them an apology, Chosen. You owe them an apology. So let's see, as a result of them feeling some type of way, what are they doing? What is their plan here? Because this heifer, she called me. She called me on the phone. So I don't know, if you have, like, let's just say you're on a social media platform and you offer up particular services. Like for me, I offer readings, right? And when you do a reading with me, we're talking over the phone, right? So there is access that you have to me within reason. Okay, we got to be realistic here. Just because I do a reading for you don't mean that you get to just call me when you want to. Okay, let's just be real. But consider when you offer up your services and there's ways that people can communicate with you or contact you. It could be through email. It could be through your social media page where they can write certain messages. It feels like whoever this person is or these people are that feel offended, they're going to make their presence known to you. Okay? So let me see. The Three of Cups is in the reverse. Wow. Five of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Okay? This is interesting because we got 3 people in this card and 3 people in this card. These are definitely not your friends. Okay? So the interesting thing, and look at that. The Knight of Wands is right behind that. That's rushing in with a whole lot to say. Looks like a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. They think they spewing truths here. Okay? Okay, they're emotionally unbalanced, wanting to rush in to say particular things here. But this is all about conflict, disagreements, competition. Okay? This person wants to win at all costs, or these people. I feel like it's a group of people. But you might have one who's at the forefront of this group who feels like they froggy enough to jump, right? And so this will be that one who says, you know what, I'm going in. I'm going to say what needs to be said. We deserve an apology because I don't like what they said, right? But again, it's all for their benefit. So whatever you're saying, it seems like it's crushing the illusions that they are, or the narratives that they have been creating for the world, right? So let's just say if you speak out against the corruption of the police department, right? Let's just say you come out and say, look, let's just say you're an ex-police officer and you decide, you know what, I want to talk. I want to be a whistleblower. And you come out and start speaking about the corruption where they actually doing XYZ behind the scenes. They're stealing money, XYZ. You could have people who want to target you from the police. You don't know these people, but you threw a rock and the one that barked is the one that got hit, right? So those are the ones that was actually behind the scenes doing nefarious acts, right? Somebody wants to come forward on their behalf and spew hatred towards you, send the evil eye towards you, say negativity and speak negative things over your life. Somebody feels froggy enough because you are saying things that is operating against their benefit. It's beneficial for them to be dishonest, okay? This has been benefiting them for far too long. So for you to come forward and to speak truths, that is messing with their money. That's messing with their image. That's letting too many people know what's happening behind the scenes, things that they wanted to keep silent. So this is why you end up attracting these minions. They come out of the woodworks on you, okay? Come out of the woodworks. Like, where the hell did you come from? Okay, Casper the unfriendly ghost. Just come out of the damn woodworks, popping out of bushes on you, okay? You're like, who the hell are you? But it's burdening them. Whoever this is weighing heavy on them, okay? And I feel like they're struggling. The King of Pentacles is here. Let me see. The King of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. What I feel is happening is that you see how this King of Wands is looking at this King of Pentacles? It's almost like to say they admire you, but they envy you at the same time because their ego tells them that they're supposed to possess this pinnacle. They're supposed to possess the wealth that's coming into you. This is a part of your destiny though. Whatever you have is a part of your destiny. But someone is very jealous because they're struggling. They're burdened. They're weighed down. And I feel like whatever truths you've been speaking is causing some conflict for them when it comes to their money. Okay? Their money is funny now that you've been speaking truths. It could be another scenario. It's like, let's just say you speaking out against churches, right? You could be, damn, I just thought about that. Y'all remember when I put out the video of so-called that pastor, that African pastor out in South Africa, Alf Lukau? I put out that video recently because the woman who was on the phone with me in my dream, she had a thick accent. Like, I mean, she sounded like she was from Africa. It could very well be one of his minions that decided she was going to be the one that's going to be froggy. Like, I'm going to jump. I'm going to run up in there. Okay. So maybe, it could very well be something like that. But I was just getting ready to say an example could be you might be calling out pastors. You might be calling out, the religious structures and how they've been stealing money from people and, putting falsehood out there, lying and, doing things like that. And somebody who doesn't want the truth to be exposed could be the one that comes running in, rushing in, trying to spew hatred and trying to get you to bring forth this apology that they don't damn deserve. Why the hell you want to apologize to somebody who's dishonest from the break? Come on now. They know they wrong. They know they're liars. They know they're thieves and, deceivers, tricksters. But they want you to apologize for speaking truth. You never apologize for speaking truth. Ever. 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 That's the worst thing a person can do. Because it coddles those people in their karmic behavior patterns. Okay? We ain't coddling that foolishness. This is the age of Aquarius, the age of I know. The truths must be revealed. And nobody is backing down when it comes to telling truths. If it makes a person feel uncomfortable, go deal with yourself. You don't get to ask for an apology for people, because someone expressed the truth. Ain't nobody out here calling out your name directly. But if you in the public eye and you're doing things that's nefarious and that's fooling the people and misleading the people, then yeah, your ass gonna be called out directly by name. It is what it is. So if that, I'm going to have to do some research to see what that was really about, because my spiritual team is kind of alluding that that was connected. That dream was directly connected to that particular pastor who has, based on the statistics, based on what's put online, it says he has over 15 million followers, right? So it's probably one of his little minions that felt froggy enough to come into my dream state that's about to get dealt with. They already been dealt with, but they about to get extra dealt with now that my spiritual team is actually addressing what direction it came from. So the high priestess is in a reverse. They could be consulting with so-called high priestess who operate in their lower nature, right? Who do so-called spiritual work, but in a very wicked and dark way. Six of Swords is in a reverse. Whoever this is, they're stuck. They have they're taking losses. I feel like you mess with this person's money in some way, okay? Money is funny. Truths are being exposed about whoever these beings are, and they don't like it. They see your strength, they see your power, and it's very, very, it's very intimidating, okay? I think they're trying to see if they can get you to buckle. Temperance in the reverse. They want to see if they can get you off your square, because the Temperance card in the reverse is like, it's emotional imbalance. It's like overreacting, being out of alignment. So usually if the Temperance is in the upright, and let's just say these people want to come in and start being stupid, right? They want to come rushing in. If it's in the upright, whatever this person is rushing in to try to bring towards you, it's not phasing you. You're like, please, I'm focused. Ain't nobody thinking about your behind. Okay, you come over here with your little horse and the horse is going to drown right here. Okay, I'm focused. I got things to do. But when it's in the reverse, that's when they can get you off your square. They can cause you to trip up. You might snap off on them. You might say something, and it can be like an all-out brawl. Somebody wants to try to catch you slipping. Okay, that's what they want. They want to catch you slipping, and they want to put you in a position where you make yourself look bad. That way they can say that an apology is needed because they made you get off of your square as far as your response to them. But it's not going to work. The moon is in a reverse. The truth is revealed. Whoever this is, or whatever group this is, whatever energy this is, they're being exposed. Let's clarify the moon in the reverse. The truth is out. They can't stop it. It's already been illuminated. The moon in the reverse is whatever was hidden has now been exposed. Look at that. 5 of Wands. They're ready to fight, but this is a battle. 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. This is one of those battles that they just can't win. Okay? They will not win this one. The truth has been exposed. The number 5 is a strong indicator of change. Change must happen. Okay? So if you didn't speak out about it, somebody was going to speak out about it. It's just you was called to do it. You accepted the call. Okay? You confidently spoke the truth. And it is what it is. Change must happen. So this is a battle that they cannot win. They can try to come up against you just because the truth was exposed. They can get mad all they want to because they can't hide these facts anymore. But what's getting ready to happen is they're getting ready to take each other out in this energy. Because it's not hitting you, okay? The King of Cups, you have too much love in your heart. You're a good person. You operate from integrity. You have emotional intelligence. So they will not get you off of your rocker to, what? We're going to go back and forth about what? The truth does not need no defending, okay? So those people who was in the spotlight that was getting all this clout, that was getting all this shine based on falsehood and illusions, fooling the people, okay? Leading these people into their own demise, they're being taken off of their high horse. It is what it is. Okay? This is shattering egos out here. The truth that you're bringing forward is shattering egos out here. So now they're mad because they're not getting the recognition anymore. Okay? The momentum has slowed down tremendously. People are not seeking them out anymore. People don't believe in them anymore. They used to have a lot of action, a lot of forward movement, a lot of people reaching out to them, feeling like there was something that they can do to help shift their circumstances. But now that the truth is revealed, it's the momentum. It's almost like it's come to a complete halt. So now they putting up the front and the illusion like they still got it. They want people to think, yeah, they still got it. They still, are sought after. But the fact of the matter is, they're not. Okay? This is strongly, for some of you, this is dealing with, I'm telling you, the Hierophant is a pastor, is a bishop, is a priest. I'm telling you, I strongly feel like for my personal situation, that was a direct attack from one of the so-called pastor's minions. The whole lineup is going to get dealt with. Okay? The whole lineup is getting dealt with. Four of Swords in a reverse. These beings are losing sleep at night. There's no rest. Look at this. Look at this. The Devil and the Page of Wands. The Devil and the Page of Wands. They hate that new, fresh energy is now here. They hate that, they can no longer lead the future for people. They can no longer have people sit at their footstool and assume that these costumes that they're wearing and these falsehoods and illusions that they are putting out into the atmosphere is actually going to keep people bedazzled and, coming back for more. This energy is now being exposed. And so I don't care what type of costume they wear. I don't care how many people they was able to get to join their organizations or their cults or to follow them on social media or whatever the case may be. The truth is being exposed. Okay, you see, it's a very similar energy here. You got the so-called Hierophant sitting right here with two people at their feet. You got the Devil right here with two people at their feet. Now that we strip them naked, now that the costumes are off, this is what's really behind that mask. Okay? Same hand postures and everything. This is what's really behind that mask. The devil energy is what's being exposed. All of them. Not just the one who was teaching them, but the one who sat at their feet. They are now being exposed as well. Because the fact that they ever felt chained and bound to this energy lets you know that they was also operating in their carnal nature. And it was something about this energy that gave them permission to operate in that energy. So when you start speaking truths and you start exposing things that was hidden, these beings get stripped naked. The leader and the followers all get stripped butterball naked. And that is a very uncomfortable position to be in because now the world is really able to see what's behind the energy. So once they get exposed for who they are, and the world now sees that this is wicked, this is some wicked shit right here, folks get upset. And the demons start to really come through, okay? Three of Swords. It's hurting feelings out here. But see, they can't hurt you. They thought that you was going to be a part of their pain, but absolutely not. You said, no, negative. I don't receive it. Okay? You're living life. You're doing well. You're balanced. The Most High said, I'm gifting you. You are receiving the inheritance, not these fools. They out here juggling. Okay? They don't know what to do. Emotions are up and down all over the place. And they think they're going to spew that off onto you? No. Because see, the sun is here. We already saw that the moon was in a reverse. When the moon is in a reverse and the sun comes out, it shows that all is revealed. There's nothing they can do to stop it. I don't care how much manipulation they bring. I don't care how many people they get to join forces with them. The truth is revealed about these beings. Okay? That was a perfect combination with the Hierophant and the Devil card coming out together. It shows the true nature of their energy. And I feel like because you all are not holding anything back, you are unapologetically speaking truths that's revealing people, that's exposing lies and falsehoods and illusions. Because you are boldly speaking these truths, folks are, man, they're angry. Poor little minions. Poor little gat doggone minions. They're just going to have to get over it. Okay? Because we're not going backwards anymore. So they want you to apologize, Chosen. Because you wasn't supposed to say nothing about their dishonesty. You were supposed to let them continue to lie and withhold the truth for their benefit. Okay? And let the world remain sleeple and sheeple. You wasn't supposed to come forward with these truths. Okay? Look at this. We have the card of envy. I will seek to undermine your success as a means of elevating my own. I will seek to undermine your success as a means of undermining my own. But what's behind this energy is envy. Bottom of the deck says greed. I'm pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Hello. I am this is everything to me because I feel like, I asked my spiritual team, like, who was that heifer that showed up? Point her out. Show me who sent her. This message is for me first before it's for y'all. Trust and believe. I know which direction it came from, and I'm about to tax their ass. Me and the most high, my spiritual team, we all in this together. We coming for your ass. I am pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. Greed. Is that not what the devil energy is all about? The devil energy is all about greed, keeping people in their carnal nature, but the devil is the trickster. They will come in costumes and pretend to be one thing, but behind that costume is a evil, wicked being that only wants power and wants to siphon the energy of anyone who will be willing to sit at its feet and to be chained and bound to its energy. I only want, what does it say? Because this is for the Hierophant right here. Greed. I am pursuing wealth and power with no regard to ethical or moral boundaries. So when you call these beings out, they get mad because what happens is, it's one thing for an everyday person to speak against the falsehood of these beings in costumes. I don't care if they got on a robe. I don't care if they're a judge with a robe on. I don't care if they're a doctor with a stethoscope. I don't care what type of costume they're wearing, whether they're a bishop, a pastor, whatever costume they are wearing, a police uniform. I don't care. When the chosen starts to speak out about these beings in costumes, falsehoods gets removed, okay? Smoke screens get cleared in massive ways. It's because it came from your mouth, though, chosen. Because if it was a sleeper or a sheeple who spoke out, but they're still straddling the fence and not fully sure of themselves, and they don't really have that divine connection, they can say these things and it doesn't really catch on like that. It doesn't really gain traction like that. It doesn't have that much power behind the truth being spoken from the mouth of someone who is not healed. But when you speak these truths, chosen, when it comes from your mouth, it has a totally different impact. It completely strips them naked right then and there. Strips them bare. Because the type of truth that comes through you, because you're a vessel, the type of truth that comes through you is one that is undeniable. It's one where people will not question it. And it's for certain that what you are saying is in fact the truth, because the Most High will give you jewels of wisdom that is so potent on the soul of a man or a woman that they cannot deny what you have spoken from your mouth. This is why they hate you specifically. This is why these beings in costumes come for you specifically. So yes, is there spiritual warfare? Oh yeah, there's spiritual warfare because you messing with the dollar here. These beings only want greed. They only want money and power. Money, power, and fame. And when you touch that, these devils come out. Oh yeah, they come out. And so do their little minions who are happily chained and bound to this energy. Okay? I'm going to take one more card and I'm going to close out. I'm going to take one more card and I'm going to close out. Yeah, this is the falsehood. This is the narrative that they want to put out there, that they're all love and light. I love you, and I only want to add happiness to your life. There's some liars. There's some tricksters. They are Houdinis. They are magicians. They are illusionists. And it's time. It's happening. We ain't waiting for it. It's happening. The truth is now being exposed, that these beings are envious, greedy, selfish beings that lack ethical integrity. They lack morals. They lack boundaries by any means necessary. By any means necessary. Y'all go back and watch that message that I put up about that so-called pastor. I've been speaking out a lot about what's happening when it comes to just every damn structure of a corruption that's here in America. I mean, I don't just hit the churches. I go for the doggone judicial system, the foster care system. We've spoken about that. We've spoken about the so-called police system. We have spoken about the school system. We have spoken about, shoot, you name it, the damn so-called royal family. We talk about it all. If you're a liar, we talk about Hollywood, the entertainment industry, the music industry. Ain't nobody is exempt. Okay? If there is things that are happening behind the scenes, which there is, it must be exposed and it must be dealt with. The chosen seed, we are the ones that have to first expose it. Once we see the truth, then we have to call judgment on it. And once we call judgment on it, the Most High and our spiritual team, they handle it from there. We do the light work. They do the heavy lifting. So if they want to take up something with anybody, they better go to the Most High, Mother and Father, and our spiritual team and trust and believe they will be dealt with. You want to bring your smoke to me, I'm going to take it to the Most High and my spiritual team, and they're going to deal with that ass. So these little beings, the little minions, man. But see, I'm going to handle the source right here. I like to get to the root of the problem. I don't even have to deal with these little minions. They hold no power. This being right here, the only reason why they have a little bit of power is because they're siphoning the energy of these minions. But their power is not strong enough to box up against that of the Most High Mother and Father and my spiritual team. So I'm coming for that ass. The source. I'm coming for you. I ain't worried about these minions. Please know this. That's my message for you all. Like, subscribe, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to y'all next time.